So this guy, let's call him Stinkhouse Slayer, because for 2 whole years, his neighbors on Imperial Avenue in Cleveland kept complaining about a god-awful rotting smell, and nobody realized it was coming from 11 dead women buried in his house. Anthony Sowell, born 1959, grew up in East Cleveland, joined the Marines young, served 7 years, came out disciplined on the surface, but underneath, dark urges. In 1989, he was already convicted of rape, did 15 years, got out in 2005 on parole, registered sex offender, but quiet, moved into his late stepmom's old 3-story house at 12,205 Imperial Avenue. Neighbors knew him as the polite guy who sold scrap metal and hung out on the porch. Then, starting in 2007, women started disappearing from the same rough neighborhood, mostly struggling with addiction, working the streets. Crystal Dozier, Tonya Carmichael, Talacia Fortson, Nancy Cobbs, and more. All black women in their 30s to 50s. No one connected the dots fast. Meanwhile, the smell got worse, like rotting meat mixed with sewage. Neighbors blamed everything: a dead raccoon, bad plumbing, the sausage factory down the street. Ray's Sausage Company took the heat for months, even spent thousands trying to fix a problem they didn't have. Sowell? He stayed calm, invited people over for cookouts right in the backyard, where bodies were buried under dirt and trash, some skulls in the basement, others wrapped in plastic in the attic. He strangled them, kept some bodies for weeks. Police later said the house was basically a tomb. The break came in October 2009. A 36-year-old woman reported Sowell raped and beat her in the house. Cops finally went in with a warrant, and the stench hit them like a wall. They found 2 naked, decomposed bodies on the 3rd floor that same day. Then more in the backyard, crawl space, basement. 11 total. Worst serial killer scene in Cleveland history. Sowell? Walked into a corner store days later, calm as ever, got arrested watching himself on the news. Trial in 2011, and he got the death penalty. He showed 0 remorse, and died in prison of natural causes in 2021 at age 61 while on death row. Wild, right? The guy next door, literally cooking out over graves while the whole block held their noses. To the victims' families and the Cleveland community, your strength and fight for justice, even when these women were overlooked and ignored, is truly inspiring. They mattered, they are remembered, and their stories will never be forgotten. Rest in power. This one hit close to home for a lot of people. Thoughts? Comment below.